That quiet storm voice.
What can I say?
Keep saying it.
Do-
Nah.
But if you do you like it? Do you like the way it sounds? Like
Man,
how your voice, or how do you feel about your voice?
I mean, I can hear myself well. Like,
Yeah.
it feels like I'm inside of my head and you're inside of my head.
Yeah. It's like two thoughts. Well, I hear voices all the time anyways.
Yeah, like I feel like you're narrating my thoughts right now, which is wild. But it's cool. I mean, I always wondered what the whole
The
headphone
headset was
thing-
for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you watch any of the podcasts or?
Man, I watch regular stuff. Like I watch Rogan, or like I watch
Yeah.
I watch your stuff. Like I watched your podcast with Sergio.
Oh yeah.
That one
a
was
good
great. That one was great.
Sergio's fun, man. He's great energy.
Dude, he is different, bro. He's
Built different.
So me and him have been we've been pretty much best friends since we were kids. You know what I mean? And I mean, he's really like inspired me to do a whole bunch of stuff. I remember right after high school, I stopped working. I mean, right after high school, I just went straight to work.
Yeah.
And I tried to go to school for a little bit, and I used the same excuse, or maybe it's not an excuse for some people, but
It's an excuse. No, I'm kidding.
But it was. I was telling him like, yeah, man, I'm not gonna go to school, and he was like, well, why? And I was like, school's not for me.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, bro. He was like, you think school's for anybody? Like, you think anybody wants to stay up and read these books and do these tests and these,
reality check.
exactly,
Right
and assignments? And I was like, damn, you're right, bro.
This motherfucker right.
And when you surround yourself with people like that, like,
Bro,
and
you become who you surround with.
exactly. And it's not that school or anything like that is the end all be all.
Yeah.
But it's like whoever you surround yourself with, you know what I mean? You're going to feed off of each other.
Yeah. I
So,
agree. Did you end up finishing school or no?
So I'm still in school.
Oh,
and
nice.
more to that point is everybody has a different path.
Bro.
So like, I barely finished my associate's degree.
Congrats.
I worked on that thank you, man. I worked on that for 4 years, in community college, but I was also working full time.
That's the thing.
And the job that I had wasn't like a 9 to 5. It was like 7 to whenever the work stops. So you know what I mean? So there was nights where I didn't go home, or nights where I'm working all
and
night.
you still got to go home and study.
And you still got to go home. You got to make sure them assignments are turned in.
Bro, to be honest though, I feel like some of these professors and like associates, they're a lot more difficult in university.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like a ego thing, like they couldn't get the ability to or the opportunity to teach at a university or whatnot. But some of that I was just like, dang, because I finished my university and I compared the two, and I was just like, there wasn't much difference, but there should be a difference. You got an associate's university, and some professors were like going crazy in like my associates. I'm like,
man,
what the
I
heck?
will say this, bro. My experience at Dallas College, which is where I got my associates from, is almost the same as I currently go to Texas Wesleyan in Fort Worth, and all my professors, they've been real understanding, and it's because maybe I come to them not as like, hey, you need to let me get some extra time because I work a lot, but I just present myself like, hey, this is what I do for a living. Sometimes I may miss an assignment. If I do, I'm sorry. I understand that's not your problem. But if we could work together, I'd appreciate it.
I would have been like, the fuck got to do with me?
The fuck that got to do with me? This community.
No, but they are more understanding, man. And maybe they have maybe because they know we put more money into it, or I don't know. But I felt, even though the workload was there for sure, but the university professors were a lot more understanding.
Yeah, definitely. My professors right now are freaking great, man. I love it.
Yeah. So you're going to school, and then you're working right now, or?
So I work in the natural gas industry. So like for the past,
money.
No, I'm broke, baby. For the past, 9 years, ever since I graduated high school, almost 10 years.
Yeah.
I've either been, turning wrenches or digging ditches. And I love it. It's made me, who I am today.
Yeah.
And honestly, man, I loved every minute of it. I recently, like we were talking about earlier, stepped into a role where I'm, more inside. I'm more, doing different things than that.
Your hands are getting soft a little bit.
They're getting a little soft, bro. I'm trying to hit the gym, get a little more callous. You know what I mean? Soft wing, brother. But yeah, that's what I've been doing like the past 10 years.
That's good, man. And then, so I know you from doing, I think at first it was Needed Goods.
Yeah.
Right. And that was your, it was your clothing brand. Is you still do that, or?
Honestly, not really, man.
Yeah.
I kind of fell off with that.
Bro, I appreciate the honesty, because I had a clothing brand my senior year of college I started it off, and then after I graduated, started with Ford, and it was hard to do both.
Yeah.
But bro, it's not easy, man.
It's not easy, man.
Like looking at it, thinking, okay, just put a logo on a shirt. It has to be a cool logo, of course, or a design. But you got to think about like inventory, packaging. Yep. How can you separate yourself from others?
Which honestly, man, all that was fun for me, man.
Yeah.
Like I used to do events. Like I barely stopped, maybe like, a year ago.
Why did you stop?
So I stopped because like so I took an entrepreneurial class at Dallas College, and what the professor said, it really stuck with me, man. She said, "You want to sell solutions, not products." So I was trying to force feed products down people. So like whenever we would go to events, I was, hey, how you doing? You want to check out, and I was getting sales because I was interacting with people and just trying to be a good person, and if they didn't want it, they didn't want it. It is what it is. But I just realized like that's not, I feel, the best way that I could serve people, because I'm not really 100% passionate about it. Like I wouldn't spend every waking minute like how am I going to get the very best.
And I think that plays a significant role on like I also like you, I realized that I wasn't really passionate about it.
Yeah.
And then I see a few orders come in, I'm like, I gotta go do this or that.
Yeah.
And I see the profit margins weren't even tight. I mean, weren't even that good.
And then whenever you realize that the people who are putting those orders in, they maybe like over the moon, like, oh man, I can't wait to get this. And to know that I'm like, oh God, I gotta pack this order. Man, you know what I mean? I want to be just as excited as them. I want to be excited to serve them.
But I'll tell you this though, it is a good feeling seeing them wear your stuff.
Oh, it's an amazing feeling, man. We would be at SneakerCon.
Yeah.
And, people would come up and they need a good shirt. And I would just be like, oh, man, bro, it's just.
You know who made that?
It was me. No, but it would be the best feeling in the world, man. But to know that I wasn't serving them the way they should be serviced, I hope,
it's kind of romantic if you think about it.
It really is, bro, because I want to.
You love me more than I love you, and you deserve better. That's what you're saying. You deserve better.
That's facts, man. They do, because they're spending their money, man. And I know me as a consumer and somebody who don't have all the money in the world, when I buy something, like I'm buying it because I like it, and I can't wait to represent it.
I agree.
You know what I mean? My shoes I got on right now, they're a Jordan collab with Eastside Golf. And
I couldn't know, man. I'm not a big shoe guy. I just get them from China.
Hey,
the little reps in there.
Then, hey, them shoes ain't real, but that deal is.
Bro, I love that.
No, that was my boy Gabe. I gotta give Gabe his credit.
Gabe from the shop, the
Notorious Barber Lounge. Yeah.
Them shoes ain't real, but that deal is.
Yeah, but that deal is. It's kind of an insider. He knows what's up with it.
But so they kind of took a turn for me with that, with the clothing.
Yeah.
But out of the blue, man, I saw you just do a whole right turn, and now you're opening a new shop for is it a golf?
So it's
virtual golf or
so it's an indoor golf facility.
Yeah.
It's an Iron Throne Indoor Golf Club.
Bro, that's a big move, man.
It is, man. And
that's massive.
And I'll tell you a couple of things. We'll kind of segue and talk a little bit more about it. But I'd like to thank you personally, man, because through all my entrepreneurial kind of ventures, hey Rudy, I need a logo. Rudy, I need some graphic design.
I'm here, baby.
Yeah, and you've always came through, man. I really appreciate that.
Of course,
and again,
man,
it's the people you surround yourself with. You know what I mean? Because you're like, you're like me in that sense where we always got an idea.
Yeah.
So you always got to try to see. It
drives me crazy sometimes. Like, can I just fucking rest, bro? Can I just?
You can't.
You can't.
You can't, bro.
It's good to feel like you're the same way, because I felt like I was like, oh man, just like my girlfriend, she gets so mad when I just can't stay still. I'm like, what if we do this?
Yeah.
What if we do that? And she's like, oh my God, just relax.
But you can't, bro. It's that drive that's going to push you to do the next thing.
And
you never know what it's going to be. You only got to be right one time, bro. You only got to be right one time.
So, no, I remember you reaching out for the logo.
Yeah.
And
which is right here. This is Rudy Diaz logo, Iron Throne.
Let me focus you in.
Oh, you good. They got hours of this footage, bro. But it's right here, man. Iron Throne Indoor Golf Club. That was a design made by Rudy Diaz. Y'all hit him up. Yeah. But no worries, man. You do great work, bro.
Oh, I appreciate it.
And you're
but
quick.
When you reached out, I think it's also the drive that you had as an entrepreneur. Like, to do your own thing, step out and just do this. I'm like, bro, I know that feeling you're feeling, and I'm totally here to grind it out with you and like do it for you. You know, same thing with Sergio. He reached out. I don't know if you heard on the podcast, but you know, he needed a logo for his cash flow empire.
Yeah,
and you know, he sent me a voice message, and I was pumped after that message, bro.
Yeah,
because I want some ratchet shit, and then I was like, God damn! But I was like, let's fucking go, you know. I was like, bro, let's do it. So he knocked it out for him. So tell me about what inspired you to do the golf,
man? So going back a little bit, how I started playing golf was, you know, me and my pops worked a lot, like greatest dad ever, but he worked a lot. You know what I mean? So we never really had anything that would connect us as far as like a common ground. It was more just like, you know, I love my dad, you know, and he's just my dad, you know, but he works a lot and I know he can't be there all the time. So, you know, fast forward to, you know, I'm living by myself and, you know, I'm already grown. And he hits me up and he's like, hey, let's go to the driving range. I'm like, man, Dad, I don't play golf. That's, you know, that's lame, dude. And that's for rich people. And he was like, come on, mijo, like, you know, I'll pay for you. Don't worry about it. And I was like, all right, cool. So we went to the driving range. I promise you, dude, me and my dad it was me and my dad, my cousins, and my uncle. And, man, we had the greatest time ever, bro. Like laughing, drinking, hitting golf balls. Man, and like,
that sounds nice.
And ever since then, bro, so every year we go play around for my birthday or like, you know, during the year we just go, we have something that we can do together. And it's not just like hanging out and drinking, you know, which nothing wrong with that.
No.
You know, that I still do it. You know, I'm doing it right now.
You got a whole pack right here next to
We got a whole pack right here.
With their ice.
Yeah, but that was just a way for us to, you know, kind of bond and, you know, share something together. And it was awesome. And I just can't wait, hopefully, that I can give that to somebody, you know.
Yeah.
They would go to my facility and, you know, with their dad or with their...
You're creating an experience.
Friend. Yeah, bro. And I just can't wait to give somebody that experience because it's the best thing in the world, man.
Yeah, I gotta check it out because I have absolutely no experience with golfing. I mean, nothing. And I think part of it has to do because I know I'm stiff, bro. Like I'm so stiff. Like I started a softball team. Lewis actually plays on it. Plays Sundays, but even my swing, I remember the first time I swung, like I almost fell to the ground. Awkward. Yeah, I'm just like, I need some WD-40 or I don't know. But no, I definitely need to get, and I feel like as we get older, there was a post I saw somewhere. They were saying as men get older, they get into these only three things. I think it's like running, golfing. I forgot what the other one was.
Probably grilling.
Yeah, grilling. That's what it was. That's what it was. And, you know, I was like, oh, I got to choose one of those. Then I think I might go either the grilling or golfing. Yeah. I feel like golfing might be a good, I just never been out there. So I don't know.
You gotta go, bro.
Watching it, I'm not going to lie, it was kind of boring. Just like seeing the people just stand there and watch people golf. Yeah. I'm like, how do people do that?
Man, it's like anything. So what I could say, like a lot of people say watching golf just looks boring.
Yeah.
But I would say once you get out there and you try to hit some shots and then you take that perspective and then you watch a professional and you see all the crazy things they could do, you're like, how can they do this? Like,
yeah.
How?
I actually had that realization in softball because I swung my first one and I just like, bro, this is a slow pitch softball. And I missed, you know? Yeah. And I'm looking, I'm like, bro, how the fuck did they hit like 80, 90 miles?
100 mile an hour fastball.
Bad curveballs and everything. And I'm over here missing a slow pitch.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'd agree. I think it's something you have to do to experience, and then you go your matter of respect for it. When do you guys open?
So we're having our first event, which is a par 3 9-hole tournament on Saturday.
Okay. This Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday.
Okay.
We've had some good turnout, man. We've had some friends and family.
What's
events.
The date? Oh, because I think by the time I post this, it might be past.
No worries, man. So we're having our soft opening that's starting July 15th, and that's running all the way until our grand opening. Our grand opening is going to be the third Saturday of August.
Okay.
We hope to see, you know, everybody out there and, you know, just provide that experience. Like I said, just create a community.
Yeah.
And, you know, a place for, you know, Arlington, Grand Prairie, all the surrounding areas, you know, community for those golfers. You know, that's really what I want to do. Is
there any other, like the same concept idea of what you're doing here in Arlington? I don't think there is.
No,
there?
not in Arlington. I mean, you got your PGA Superstore, big chains and stuff like that. But I mean, not really, man. Not really in the Arlington area. So I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but I'm proud to say that, you know, we're the first.
Hey, always a first for everything, for sure.
Exactly, man.
So, but yeah, so I remember, I think I saw a post, of coming soon.
Yeah.
Bro, you rented it, or you're renting out or leasing a whole center, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dang. So how did you? I mean, is it you alone, or do you have partners?
So I got two partners.
Okay.
One of them is a silent partner.
You just won't talk.
You know what? I told him, hey, we're going on a podcast later, and if you want to come, he said, I'm gonna exercise my right.
Just sit there. And just
Yeah, he said I'm gonna exercise my right as a silent partner. You know what I mean? But my other partner, his name's Ross Sims. Me and him, we met working together for the same company. We started right out of high school, and we just kind of built a friendship. And we're both, he's like us. Like, he's always got an idea. He's always got something. And, just to go back a little bit on, hey, what made you start this? The question you asked.
Yeah.
Is, and going back to Sergio, too, is we're at my gender reveal. Mm. And, we were chilling. And he was like, man, so what are your plans now? And I was telling him, man, this year, bro, is going to be the year that I stop talking about it. Because, somebody with a lot of ideas, like myself or, maybe you or anybody who has a lot of ideas, it was frustrating to me because I would always talk about it, and I would read these books, and I would, share all my ideas like, I'm planning on doing X, Y, Z, but I'll never follow through with it. So at a certain point, I was like, man, and maybe this was just
you called yourself out like, fuck, I'm all talk.
Yeah, and I was in my head, I was thinking like, man, maybe that's what people are thinking. Like, dude, like you sound smart to somebody stupid. You know what I mean? Like all you do is talk. Like, and I felt like anytime I shared an idea, just maybe me in my own head, but of course I have a great community around me, great group of friends. So maybe they were really listening to me, but in my head I was like, maybe they're like, dude, like, shut up, bro. Like, this is just another one. It's going to pass, and it's going to be that.
It's funny you say that because I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
Like, I think of this doing this, and I'm just like, I hate that I think like this sometimes, but sometimes I'm worried. I'm like, dang, what are people going to think about me when I do this? Like, they saw that I did this clothing brand. I didn't really do much. I'm trying to do real estate right now. We just closed on another property, which that's kind of slowly, very slowly taking off. And then I'm still have my full-time job,
Hey, but there you go, bro, though. Like, you're trying, bro.
Yeah.
Like, every waking moment, you're trying. And, like, that's something that we got to get out of our own heads as entrepreneurs, because every idea ain't going to work, bro.
You're
like,
right.
You got to fail. And everybody always talks about failure, and I'm sure we read the same books or whatever, listen to the same podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they all say you got to fail as fast as you can, but it sucks when you feel it.
Yeah.
And you just feel like, man, everybody's watching me. Everybody's watching. But that's what you want, that pressure, though.
Yeah. And also, I think it's also good to having that feeling of proving people wrong.
Yeah. And also in proving people right, bro. Because just as important as it is as, like, man, all the people that said I couldn't do it, here it is. Man, I want to show all the people that said I could, hey, you were right. Like, you were right.
I've never thought of it like that. If I'm being completely honest, I've never thought of it like that.
Man, you got to show all the people that support you, bro. You got to think about this community. Like, I'm a supporter of yours. When you make it, when this podcast has 1 million listeners, you know what I mean? I'm going to be like, bro, I knew it. Like, I could see it. I've seen it the whole time, and I can't wait to see that. And, and I don't know how people could be haters. And if it were to fail, or if you were to stop for any reason, it'd be like, I told you. How could you be a person like that, man?
That's true, man. Yeah. Can't be fucking pumped up right now.
Nah, hey, bro. When I get into this, because I'm really passionate about it, man. Like, I'm passionate about entrepreneurship. I'm passionate about building a good community. I'm passionate about a positive attitude and a mindset, man. And all I want is my friends to win, man. I want me and my friends to win. And if I could get on first, I'm gonna put everybody on. And if everybody gets on, I could hope they put me on, which they will. And you know what I mean? Because I surround myself.
So other than you and your friends win, like, what drives you? What's your ultimate goal?
Man, I want a legacy, man. So this is how I think about it. Again, man, I get hyped up.
No, go ahead, please.
So, and you may think the same, but maybe you don't. Maybe some people do. Maybe they don't.
Yeah.
But I would think all the time is like, man, why didn't my dad do X, Y, Z? Because you read all these books and you see all these people, and you're like, man, they have you always hear the term generational wealth. They have X, Y, Z. They have this. Why wouldn't my dad try to set me up like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I came to this realization like not too long ago is my dad or my, earlier generation, they were just trying to survive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they didn't have the luxury of not thinking of survival. So, my pop set it up to where he worked a lot, but he laid the foundation.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, that's how generational wealth can start, is he laid the concrete slab. He laid the foundation. So now it's up to me to frame the house. Hopefully I could frame it, fucking put furniture and hang pictures on the wall and everybody's good, but if not, hopefully I can continue and I could frame it up. And then my kids can do the next step. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll raise the bar and raise the bar and raise the bar. So that's what feeds me, man, is like I said, I listen to a bunch of stuff. I was listening to my favorite interview is Dame Dash Breakfast Club, that interview. And he says, I hustle for my last name. I don't hustle for my first. And that's what I'm on, man. And it can sound corny. It can sound cheesy. It can sound whatever, but that's me,
I agree with that. I feel, so I'd say I'm probably on the same track as you. To be honest, other than leaving a legacy, I don't know what my other goal is. Because even, let's say I do become a millionaire or I become financially free and, I'm at peace, I just don't see myself just resting.
Can't.
At some point, whether it's growing or I don't know, man.
It's a feeling, man, that not everybody can
have.
But
does it ever give you, and I'd say just from personal, because sometimes I get a little anxiety from it. I get a little anxiety thinking, I'm like, why am I like this? Like, why can't I just chill my friends or buddies, how they are, and just be okay with that? Like, sometimes I'm just like, I guess I wish I was normal. I don't know. It's weird.
So I feel like, and then why I spoke in the perspective of like, man, I can't wait to prove to people who want to see me win. I can't wait to prove them right. Is like, man, I've always had people tell me like, and maybe they made me chiflao or like boosted me or whatever, but I've always had people tell me like, man, you're special. Like, you're going to do something. You know what I mean? Like, you got it in you. So from like in early age, I feel like I've kind of known my purpose. Maybe I haven't got to how I'm supposed to dish it out yet, but I feel like my purpose is to just spread like enthusiasm and positive energy and a positive attitude, man. Because I feel like without that, man, like you really can't do anything. Like, otherwise you're just gonna feel stuck.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So
yeah, no, I agree. I agree. And there's been times where I have been stuck, and I sit there, and that's probably that's probably just a shitty feeling to have. Yeah. And it's not until I get back into that routine or the routine that we have in our mindsets of just like coming up with ideas or what's the next thing or what's the next grind, where I finally feel, okay, I'm on track. And that moment of just kind of sitting there, there's been times where, and sometimes something has to happen to make me realize like, oh shit, I really need to step it up,
So I was reading this book. It was recommended to me by Luis Ordaz. He's the owner, our homie, owner of, Notorious Barber Lounge. And in this book, it's called Your Next 5 Moves, and it's by Patrick Bet-David. And one thing that me and him really kind of like agreed on is he talks about having analysis paralysis. So whenever somebody like you, me, and Luis, we get all these ideas in our head.
Yeah.
But a lot of these ideas don't really go that far because we get stuck and overwhelmed by, to make this idea happen, we got to do this, and we got to do this, and we got to do this, and we got to do this. So instead of just, all right, every day I'm going to do something. Yeah. We get stuck in like, no. We think it has to be this order because you got to do this, got to do this. But it's not like that,
this
man.
Has to be perfect. This has to be.
Man, if you, so in opening this business in this space, man, we went through, 100 hurdles. Yeah. We went from, finding the space. Okay, we thought we were going to be able to sell alcohol. No, we can't because somebody has an exclusive right to sell it. And then we went through permits with the city. Then you
learn all this the hard way. Some of those steps.
All this was, I didn't have nobody walk me through it, man. And what saved me and what helped me, man, obviously the grace of God. Yeah. But secondly is just talking to people, man. So long story short, they wanted to add basically another like 20,000 to my project. Mind you, we only had around 20,000 for the project, So what they were trying to do is get us to add, another restroom. They wanted us to add XYZ, another exit. So we would have to tear down the side of the building, put another door, then put another restroom. But what saved us is, going back to books. I was reading this book called Never Split the Difference.
Yeah.
So in this book, what this guy says, and this is something that I'm heavy on right now, heavy. He says, you can have anything in this world you want. You just have to ask for it, right? So, I feel like anybody else or other people would have folded when they said, oh, you got to add X, Y, Z because the city said that's just what you got to do. I said, you know what? Let's see.
Yeah.
So I hit up, the head of wherever in the city. Hey, man, instead of doing this, what if I were to do this? And again, I understand this isn't your problem.
Yeah.
But if you could help me, I will be forever indebted to you, man. Next thing you know, he calls me. Hey, man, you know what? If you can do X, Y, Z and you can conform and you make sure that it's in compliance with us, and you stand true to your word, then we'll work with you. Let's see what you got.
Dang.
Next thing you know, we're working together. Boom, problem solved. Next thing, on to the next problem. There's problems every day, bro. but I'm here for it and I love it. That's how I know I'm built for this, because I love every moment of it.
So right now, so you've tackled every task needed to open, right? So now you're all set.
Yeah.
Do you have any problems now, like you're foreseeing or that are coming up, or?
Now I guess I would say the problems are that I don't know I've never made it this far. I've never made it. So I'm in uncharted waters right now, bro. So one thing, going back to my friends, Sergio told me is it takes a village, bro.
Yeah.
So don't try to do everything by yourself. Let the professionals do what they do. I can't be the photographer, the accountant, the owner, the market representative, all that. No, all I can do is what I can do. And I got to let the professionals do what they do. So I'm in uncharted waters right now, bro. So I'm reaching out. I'm talking to people. Another thing I learned, man, is any problem you got, 9 times out of 10, it's already somebody who solved that problem.
Yep.
So reach out, man.
Yeah, reaching out.
People are here to help you.
That was so. Going back to when you said, you talked to the director of, I guess, from the city inspections and all that. It's crazy how many things can be solved or resolved by just talking.
Just a conversation.
Yeah. Going up there, asking those questions that may seem hard or difficult, and just asking, hey, can you work with me?
Yeah.
Simple as that. I have had so many situations where, for you, for example, like, just like you, I had, in the property that we were remodeling, we had to create the garage we were converting. It needed to have a freaking 16-foot driveway because we're closing the garage and they want, more cars to park in the driveway. So, we were able to talk, and then actually before that, I was like looking at everything. I'm like, oh my God, this is like a whole $15,000 cost on this. And, eventually, I'm not gonna lie, after talking with the director, I still had to do it, but he was able to cut corners in different parts of the project.
And real quick, not saying that anybody's cutting corners. It's more saying that they're willing to say, hey, to comply with this, you could also do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what it was, man. And then if it wasn't for that, we'd probably be in the huge ditch, because we had to do the concrete and we had to do all this. When I just reached out, and at the end of the day, we're all humans, man. Everything can be resolved. Man. Like you're just talking about it. He understands you. You find common ground. And from there, I'm just like, okay. And then you get just more comfortable. And then after that conversation or after the scenario and everything, you look at the problem, you're like, bro, that's not that bad.
It's not.
And then after it's done, you're like, you laugh about it.
Yeah.
You're like, remember when I was stressing about this?
Yeah.
Like,
and you're ready for the next one.
The next one.
You're ready for the next one.
Yeah. Just more and more after. But props to you, man. That's huge. On coming up with a grand opening on that. Yeah. You said it was you and 2 other partners, right?
Yeah, we got a silent partner and my other.
It's a silent partner, and I don't want to too many details. You let me know, but is he just like an investor or
basically? Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he's basically an investor, and again, this goes back to people who want to see you win.
Yeah,
this is a guy who I've worked with for years, and just been friends with him. And me just being myself.
Yeah.
And again, going back to people who have just been like, man, I could see you doing, whatever it is in life that you want to do.
Yeah.
And he's one of those people that's seen that in me. And he was like, man, if I can be a part of it, I'd love to. Yeah. And then, push came to shove. We needed a couple extra dollars. And I was like, hey,
where your money at?
I was like, I'd love to have you aboard. If not, I completely understand. And he was like, no, man, I believe in, I want to be a part of everything that you're. And he also has an entrepreneurial mindset. But again, if you do things together, collective as a team, man,
Yeah.
it makes things so much easier because, you know, my partners are better at certain things than I am, and I may be better at a couple of things than they are.
Yeah.
And if we could bring all that together in this perfect mix, you know, then we can get what we got right now.
How's your romantic partner?
Man, she's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
I have the best partner that I could ask for, man. In the fact that she supports me in all these crazy ideas, man.
Yeah.
I remember when we started Needed Goods, you know, my clothing line, we were up getting our first, you know, initial orders. It was like 60 orders, man, and she was in there. All right, come on, we were ironing shirts.
She was
together.
volunteering.
She was ironing shirts and I was packaging them, man. You know, when it comes to this, there were some things that I didn't understand on the computers.
Yeah.
We're up till 3 a.m, and she was pregnant, man.
Dang.
We're up till 3 a.m, and she was figuring out, you know, So she's the best, man. And
I think that plays a huge contributor to your success.
It does, bro. And I feel like maybe that's where a lot of people kind of their ambitions maybe fall short, is because I you know, I can only imagine how it feels to be excited about something like, hey, guess what? Let's do this. And then the person who you got to see every day is like, man, here you go again. Like, that, man,
Jesus.
That's got to be the biggest drag and beating, bro. But when you got somebody who just sees that in you, and they want to see you win, and they say, you know, like, hey, you're the leader of this family, and if this is the direction you say we're going, let's go. My bags are packed. You know what I mean? And she's been like that, man, ride or die. Like I said, my job it required me to be working, you know, 24 hours and sometimes more, you know, on multiple occasions. And whenever I got back, it wasn't where you been at? Why you been at? Nah, it was, hey, baby, like, you know, there's food in the microwave or there's food on the stove, you know, like, I love you. Thank you for working hard.
Big, man.
Man, it's the best. There's nothing better than that, man. Coming home to some love, bro.
It's funny because I used to be like whenever I was living in Colorado, bro, I was locked in on my own, just myself, you know? And I had the mindset, and I think I've mentioned this before in the podcast, but I had the mindset of like, you know, just grind it out all myself, get into like my mid-30s and then find a girl and settle down, you know? But then I met Ale, you know, and bro, she just totally changed my life. And I think the one thing that I just like you, it's the biggest, she's my backbone on this, you know? Yeah. I have an idea and she's 100% on board. For example, in the Dallas Mavericks playoffs, so I go Mavs. You know, I had made this design. It was like the Dallas, and I had like 4 players. And I told her, I was like, hey, what if we just, you know, not make a website, nothing like that.
Sell some shirts.
Just go sell some shirts. Let's go stand at the stadium and let's go. Bro, she was there. 3 hours, 4 hours, all home playoff games.
You can't beat that. You can't beat
she
that.
was hustling, bro.
Yeah, you can't.
And then I'm trying to like, hey, well, let me cut you a piece. She's like, no, I'm good.
Nah, because you're the leader of this family.
Yeah.
And whatever direction you say we're gonna go, and don't get me wrong, man, she's also a leader in this family. You know what I mean? So whatever she has to say, you know, what mama says, you know, it goes. And now that we got our little baby girl, you know, she's whatever she says in that sense, man, I trust her and her motherly instinct. And, you know, back to what we're saying is, it's a beautiful thing, man.
It is, man.
It's awesome.
With your little girl, congrats, by the way. How old is she?
Man, I just want to stay right. I got a problem with her right now. She's gonna be 2 weeks on Monday. She ain't filed for one LLC. She's been sleeping and eating. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, my little baby girl, she turns 2 weeks on Monday.
2 weeks, bro. Yeah, that's very, very recent.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
And it's like
what are you doing here?
That's what I'm saying, bro. And I felt bad.
I gotta get away.
I felt bad. I was like, man, babe, like, you know, if you don't want me to go, I don't have to go.
Yeah.
And she's like, nah, like, this is a chance for you to, you know, hopefully promote, you know, your business and XYZ.
Yeah.
And like, she doesn't have to say that. We got a 2-week-old at home. You know what I mean? She doesn't have to say that. But again, she believes in me, man.
Yeah.
And I can't wait till the day that I could give her everything it is that she deserves, man.
That right there.
Like, I can't wait for that day. That's why I say, like, yeah, it's cool to say, you know, hey, to all the people that doubted me, whatever, you know, I did it. Nah, man, I want, like, the day I make it, I can't wait to just look at her and my baby girl and be like, hey, this is yours. This is for y'all. You know what I mean?
Has after the birth of your little girl, has it changed you? Do you think it felt like it's changed you?
I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Like, I'm more than ever, bro. I hate to spend, a second away from her.
Yeah.
Period.
It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, period.
No, I'm kidding.
Period. But
you're over here drinking beers and everything.
I know, right?
Sacrificing
I
yourself.
know, man.
No, I'm kidding.
But nah, man, I'm hungry, bro. Like I said, my legacy, and one day it's gonna be her legacy and my other kids, and they're gonna be, doing big things, and they're gonna be able to have those opportunities because I'm trying to grind right now. You know what I mean? I got to go through all this that way they don't have to.
Let's crack one of the most. You down for another one?
Yeah. Hey, you mind if I use the restroom?
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'll break this here.
Yeah, much needed.
Where were we? We said, your little girl got you more hungry and.
Yeah, bro. I'm more motivated than ever, man. And being a father is the best feeling. I was scared, bro. Before I held my daughter, I had never held a baby.
Yeah. Put your mic a little more. There you go.
Better.
That's better.
Cool.
You just want to be straight at it.
Yeah. So.
Were you nervous? Were you at delivery?
Yeah, I was at delivery.
Okay.
I watched the whole thing.
Whoo.
It was beautiful.
How was that?
It was beautiful, man. And to see
bro.
my girl do that was wild, man, because she almost like was doubting herself. I wasn't really vibing with that. I was like, girl, you strong. Like, you the strongest girl I know. Like, you can do this.
You're
like,
stronger than me.
Yeah, this ain't nothing to you, man. I'm telling you, bro, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, she's the absolute best. And but nah, man, I wasn't nervous. I was excited.
Yeah.
Excited to start this family with her. And, obviously have our little baby girl. And it was crazy. The craziest thing, though, was, so we were in labor for 26 hours.
Dang.
Yeah. So you haven't had a baby
I would have
yet.
charged you for that, the baby.
but so the labor was like she was contracting for that long, and then finally the baby came out after that. So she pushed for an hour, but she was in labor for 26.
Okay.
Maybe TMI, but,
No.
Just to paint a picture.
That's life.
So we were up, obviously the whole day before, and then that whole 26 hours, maybe little 30-minute cat naps here and there. And then once we finally had the baby, I just seeing movies, like I thought they'd take the baby, you sleep at night and then they bring him back in the morning. Nah, it was it was game time, baby.
They said take this.
It was game time, baby. It was wild. That was crazy, but
so you cut the
I cut the umbilical cord.
Which you bit it off or you just
bro, why not? Liver King. Nah. Nah. Yeah, I cut it. It was
How did
definitely
it feel?
Experience. Man, it was tough.
It was
I didn't think it would be
strong
that
ass
tough.
fucking cord.
Yeah, I felt like trying to cut some like beef jerky or something. It was wild.
That's funny, man.
Yeah,
but
it
2
was
weeks.
cool.
2 weeks is crazy. For some reason, I thought it was more and more time.
And it flies, bro. It flies. So I was on paternity leave, for my job for a week and a half, and went back to work on yesterday. But I couldn't believe the time went by that fast, bro. And she already looks so different
From that 1 week?
Yeah, from that 1 week and a half, bro. She looks so different.
Were you ever nervous about them? Because I know in the movies you said I don't know,
like a baby switch.
Yes, a baby switch. You want to mark her foot or something, or did you?
The hospital we went to was really great.
How do you know?
You just gotta believe, brother.
How do you know that's your baby?
Because I know that you feel
You
it,
feel
bro.
it?
You feel that's my soul right there. Like I feel it. That's my baby girl.
On your gender reveal, were you picking either side, whether you wanted a boy or a girl? Or you
it would have been cool to have a boy, but now.
Before you knew, you were cheering for a boy, or
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't gonna cap. I was, but man, this little girl, bro, she got me wrapped around her finger. The other night we were up. Man, she stayed up till 3:30 in the morning. I was trying to get some sleep, because I had work the next day, and she just wouldn't stop crying. So I went out, picked her up from her bassinet, laid her right here on my chest. We both knocked out. Damn. I know it ain't recommended. You're not supposed to co-sleep, for the first little while. But my fiance was awake, and me and her were sleeping. It was the best, bro.
So whenever she was born, they put her on your chest.
Yeah.
So what's that? So is that for her to recognize your scent, or?
Man, honestly, my fiance could probably speak on this way more than I can.
Yeah.
But from what she told me, it's just a form of bonding.
Okay.
I don't know. She said, "Hey, this is what's best."
That's kind of crazy if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like this baby has no conscience or anything.
Nah, they do, bro.
Do they? You think so?
Man, that's a creation of God, bro. Yeah.
But I know it is. But do you think at that age babies have there are stories of people who remember coming out?
You must have seen that Terrence Howard Joe Rogan interview. You must have seen it. Where I know exactly what you're talking about.
He said, I remember coming out,
Yeah.
and there was a voice, and that voice was me. But in the older, hey,
he heard his narrator.
Yeah. Dude, that podcast was crazy, bro.
It was wild. You see, they had the one with him, the mathematician. I mean, hey,
bro,
I'm not
that's
gonna
for 4 hours, bro. He got torn up.
but I'm not gonna discredit my man. Like,
but here's the thing, though. I respect his passion of how
bro.
what he believes.
Stand 10 toes.
Even if the mathematician came up and told him this is not right, he still kept fighting on it. Like, no. And so even at that, I'm still wondering. I'm like, what if he has a point? Like, what if?
And you just don't see it.
Yeah.
And maybe that's man, who knows, bro? Who knows, bro?
Maybe 1 × 1 is 2, bro.
Yeah, but maybe it is, bro. But yeah, I knew exactly what you're talking about.
But so going back to the babies having conscious, because there are, I guess, I don't know if it's a theory or if it's a factual, like if babies go through a traumatizing moment or so they see something really graphic, it affects them later on. Is it at that early stage or is that more like in the toddler?
And I have no idea. I just know my fiance said, hey, you should do skin to skin contact. I said, all right,
I still find that pretty impressive though, or like what that skin to skin contact will do.
Yeah.
And she just kind of smells you like, oh, that's daddy.
Yeah, she got that little baby smell. It's it's crazy. I love that little baby.
You do the diapers or no?
Oh yeah, I do all that, man.
Really?
Oh yeah, I do all that.
You know, people are gonna probably hate me on this, but I told my girl, like, if you ever get a baby, I was like, I'll do everything. I'll do everything.
Say that now, boy. You say that now.
But diapers.
You say that now.
Is that how you were?
Yeah, I promise you.
I got an easy stomach, man. I had to clean my dog's poop one time. I threw up. I'm like, oh shit.
No, it's different, bro. Whenever that's your creation, bro. Like you and your woman's creation. So it's like, man, I'll do what I gotta do. It ain't that bad. I'll do what I gotta do.
I might just wash her every time she poops something.
We're gonna have a hazmat mask on.
But no, I that's what I told my girl. I was like, if she ever does, if it ever comes to a baby, I do everything, but I just
you gonna do it, bro. You gonna do it.
How often does she go? I have no idea about newborns. So like, how often does she go to the restroom?
Man, it's change? Like around like 8 times a day, maybe a little
8.
Yeah, bro. You gotta think they eat. So my fiance is a warrior in the fact that any mother who's like pumping or breastfeeding, man, that's a job, bro.
You should save her a beer.
I know, right? They gotta wake up every 3 hours. They gotta also be up every 3 hours to pump or to breastfeed. Man, you know what kind of toll that takes on a person?
Yeah,
that is wild.
You ever taste it?
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course, straight from the tap, bro. That's like if I was at the Topo Chico River.
Straight from the tap. That's crazy.
You ain't never seen the guy on the Topo Chico bottle. It's like if I was him and I didn't drink that water.
You roll over, you're like, baby, I'm thirsty.
I'm parched. Nah, but I'm just kidding.
That's crazy.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, so you got to think they're doing that and it's just flowing through them, bro.
Wow.
So they're eating every 2-3 hours and it's just flowing through them. So you got to change that diaper. So it's like, you got to wake them up, then you got to warm the bottle.
The one thing I learned recently is that babies are not supposed to drink water within their first 6 months.
I'm telling you right now, bro.
Hey, just don't give her water. That's what I'm telling you right now. I'm sure your fiance knows.
I'll give her Fiji, bro. Be all right.
This is like good water.
It's good water.
It's good alkaline water. But no, honestly, yeah, I'm not going to lie, it's been kind of growing on me. Like my best friend, his girl is pregnant, 6 months or 7 months pregnant now.
Oh, nice, bro.
I'm pretty much settled in here and I'm like, a kid wouldn't hurt.
I feel you, bro. We were the, of our, like immediate friend group, we were like the last ones.
Really?
There's one more, but besides us and them, we were like the last ones to have a kid. That's one thing I would say is if you got friends who don't have a kid, don't be asking them when are you gonna have a kid, because you never know what's going on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But yeah, so we were one of the last ones to have a kid.
Who's I forgot what the train track I was gonna go on. Oh, was it you don't have to answer, but was it an accident?
No.
Oh, you were intentionally trying to have a baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Miami baby.
Am I? What do you mean?
Nah, I'm just kidding. No,
Oh,
so,
because you went to Miami.
yeah. Everybody's like, oh, that's a Miami baby. It's a little joke.
My one's gonna be a Dallas Mavericks maybe, but we'll
Hell
see.
yeah. Hell yeah.
I tell my girls like, we win. I'm not pulling up.
Your name's Dirk. You have a girl, boy, it's Dirk.
That's crazy though. But fatherhood, I'm sure it's changing you. It's
awesome.
Continues going to be changing you.
Yeah, it's awesome, bro.
How many kids you plan on having?
Man, so my girl's talking about she wants to go back to back to back.
Dang.
Yeah, and I'm down. If she's down, I'm down. But I don't know. It's just wild, man. 'Cause she's a trooper. Like the way she's going through, she's a natural. It makes the job a lot easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if she wants to go back to back to back, we'll go back to back to back. Well, we want to have 3.
3? That's a good number.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. How do you have any siblings?
Yeah. I got 2. I got an older brother and a little sister.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
Oh, it's exactly like me. I'm the oldest though, and then I have a little brother and then a little sister.
Oh, okay.
But we're a 3. I thought that was a perfect number.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Maybe 4.
How like far are y'all apart?
We're all 4 years apart.
We're 5 years apart.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who's your dad? Wait a second. You said you did work at that pipe, the gas thing. My dad works at a gas thing. I'm dead serious. My dad's an operator at a gas pipeline company.
Hey, bro, it's a good job to have.
And you work at a gas.
Yeah, and I'm also in the industry. Yeah. It's a great industry, man. The
It's
company
a great
I work
industry.
for is
I know.
Amazing. They have an amazing culture.
So I gotta say, props to you. I respect that too, because you're doing that. You're working that full time, and you're doing the golf thing on the side.
Man, so you want to know what's crazy, bro?
Say that what?
Maybe a little much, but you know, I've always wanted to be a dad. I've always wanted to have my own business, and I've always wanted to be in the professional. You know, I've always wanted to be in
Bro,
the
we're
profession.
so alike.
I've always
That's
wanted
crazy.
to be in the profession that I'm currently in right now. So what's really, really wild is, bro, all 3 of those things came within the same month.
Wow.
Yeah, so my baby came in June. My business, you know, basically had our, you know, soft openings in June, and I got my promotion in June. All 3 of those things happened, bro. So in the midst of that, I couldn't help but think to myself, like, man,
thank the Almighty.
Yeah, like, why is this happening? Like, why is this happening? But then my second thought was like, it wouldn't be given to me if God didn't think I could do it. You know what I mean? So I gotta have that positive mindset of I can do it. You know what I mean? And it's a lot, bro. Like, it's a lot of new things,
bro,
all at one time, bro. And everybody, you know, has been asking me all the time, like, bro, how are you trying to do all that? You trying to start a business, be a new father, start a new job? You doing all this at one time?
So I can see people asking that, you know, in the matter of like almost expecting that you might fail in it. But when I saw you, this is the first time I think I've heard you having a baby girl.
Yeah.
I looked at it and then I'm like, wow, he can do all this? You know, I'm like, I'm amazed by it. And I'm like, if he can do it, I can do it.
Hey, bro, it's people that got it way worse than us, bro.
I know,
this is a lot of people. This is a privilege. You know what I mean? So I gotta act as such.
And I always have that mindset too, of like comparing people who have it worse.
Yep.
You know, like, for example, again, going back to the property where I had a problem, I had to go to the city. I'm talking about one or two permits that I'm having a problem with. And then I overhear this guy who has a hotel they have to rebuild the whole foundation on that. I'm like, oh my God, like, Jesus. Yep. And at the end of the day, it's going to get done. They're going to get done. So I'm like, man, at the end of the day, you just got to pull through.
Yeah.
Put your head up and get grinding, and it's going to get done. The only one person stopping you is yourself.
Exactly, bro. The analysis paralysis, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes you overwhelm your own self. And sometimes you think that people ain't there to help you. Bro, you'll be surprised. If you reach out, how many people actually want to help you and how many people believe in you. You know what I mean? But I feel like...
Have you always been open to reaching out for help, or did it take you a few lessons? Or
No, it took me a lot of lessons. It took me a lot of lessons, man, until I realized that with the clothing brand that, like, I can't do everything, bro.
Yeah.
So one thing that I was really good at was, like, if I can get in front of you and I can talk to you and have a conversation with you, then, you know, maybe we could connect and, hey, maybe we could become, you know, like I could become your clothing provider.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted, you know, but I wasn't good at like social media marketing or things like that.
Yeah.
So I learned like, man, I can't do it all, bro. And also, you know, if you have a business of your own, like you want to make sure them books are right.
Yeah.
I ain't an accountant. You know what I mean? So just letting the professionals do what they do, and then letting me do what I do and focus on that.
Yeah.
I feel like if you can collaborate like that, you can be successful.
I think the only difficult part about that is that whenever it's a small business, you kind of sometimes have no choice but to do it all yourself.
I mean,
would you think so?
What I would say is either a big business or a small business, they all got problems.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure do.
Now what you got to do is rank those problems. What's problem number one? You know, what's problem number two? And if you're going to be a business and a you know, a successful business and a legit business, you got to make sure your books are right. You know what I mean? You got to show that your business is profitable. Like, you don't want to just have a business to say, I got an LLC.
Yeah.
I got one. You know, it's not a pair of J's. Like, shit, I got them. Got them. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. So you really do got to let the professionals be the professionals. And I feel like a lot of times when, you know, entrepreneurs, and props to all those who can do it, you know, themselves, because there's a lot of people who can, and props to them because they figured it out, and man, kudos to them, and I love that. But I feel like a lot of times where most entrepreneurs kind of get twisted up in the I got to do everything myself is because you want instant gratification. You want everything to come right now. Yeah. You know what the only way to come right now is? Pause. The only way to get what you want right now is
it took me a while.
The only way to get it is you're like, all right, I just got to post something.
Yeah.
I just got to do something. So you just get to doing random stuff instead of, you know, all right, you know what? Maybe I need to wait. Maybe I need to stack up a little bit. And I need to, or not even stack up. Maybe I need to learn a little bit more about how I can do this in the most efficient and effective way. But you want so bad to be proving everybody wrong, and I did this and I did it by myself. Nobody could tell me nothing. That you just start throwing stuff on the wall and hoping it sticks. Yeah,
no, I agree. And again, I think that also goes back to having the right group.
Yep.
You know, to put you, because right now with you, bro, I feel like we can go start something right now.
No,
like,
for sure.
I'm just like, bro.
For sure, man.
Like, let's cut this podcast. Like, hey, I have an idea, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, if you ever get in a room with me, Sergio, and Luis, go for hours, bro.
Yeah.
And Sergio don't drink no more. Props to him.
Yeah.
Warrior on that end. He sees himself. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But the way he sees himself, he's living it right now, and I freaking love it. But you get in a room with us, dude, and it's nothing but like, man, I was thinking about this. And it's no like backhanded compliment or conversation as far as like, man, I'm thinking of this. Somebody's like, well, why would you do that?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, what made you think of that? Well, how do you think you could do that? Has anybody ever done it before? We all get on Google. Hey, man, look, this is what they did.
Yeah.
What were you thinking? How can it be different? Da, da, da. And we're all just feeding back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we can go at that for hours, bro. Especially when we're all having a couple of beers. Da, da. I mean, we can still do it now.
Yeah.
Because Sergio, he's on his own. That boy's high on life. You know what I mean? But, man, we would do that all night sometimes. Just think of an idea. And
so you guys all grew up each other like pretty young, or?
Yeah. So how me and Sergio met was I was on a baseball team in Grand Prairie.
Yeah.
Just youth Grand Prairie baseball.
Okay.
And we both had a similar friend. But me and Sergio were like the same personality. Like, don't care. Talk to anybody, never met a stranger. You know what I mean? And we just love to have a good time.
Yeah.
So we hit it off like that, bro. I'm talking about we're like 11, 12 years old. You know, hey, you want to spend the night at my house? Yeah, I spend the night at my house. Da, da, da. And, man, ever since then, bro, we just been, you know, like-minded. So we just, you know, always clicked up, linked up. Went to school together, you know what I mean, and you know he's one of my only friends who I still talk to, you know, after high school, and he's doing his thing, which I love it.
You ever think about joining that industry? the real estate industry? For those who don't know,
I do, but for what I'm trying to do right now, it's not for me. Like I wouldn't have that drive because it's not something that I'm passionate about right now. That's
huge. Identifying that or being able to realize that it's not for you.
Yeah, not right now.
Because there's many times people just try to jump into something just for the money of it.
And you know, kind of going back to what I said earlier is a lot of people right now want instant gratification.
Yeah.
You want something right now, but you gotta wait. You know, you gotta let something cook real quick. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you gotta let it do its thing. You gotta let it marinate. You gotta learn about it. That way, when you're in these meetings and whenever you're trying to collect these checks or whenever you're trying to, you know, negotiate, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to just jump into something and say, hey, I'm a partner. That's the same thing like we were talking about. Yeah. I got an LLC. That's cool. And I
That's
love.
cute, brother.
And I love everybody who's grinding and out here trying to get it. You know what I mean? But as somebody who's done that and who's, you know, tried to shortcut things, I will say that it was definitely a mistake, but a mistake that needed to be made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That way, and I'm still making mistakes, bro. This what I'm starting right now could flop. You know, it could. But you know what? As soon as it flops, I'm going to be right back. Because I'd have been learning some lessons, and now I'm right back to it, bro. I ain't never going to stop.
What's your ultimate goal with Iron Throne?
Man, my ultimate goal with Iron Throne, like I said, is to create a community and a place for golfers, you know, new and experienced to come and just have a great time, man. That's all I want, man, is a place where people could come, play golf, kick it. Man, you know how many friendships and relationships have been built just on the golf course?
Yeah.
You know, that if you've never been, you got to go. And if you have been, you know what I'm talking about. It's nothing like being with your buddies, bro. And your buddy hits a good shot. It ain't no hating you unless y'all betting on it. It ain't no hating you, bro. You're just like, bro, you pured that. Like that was, bro, did you see what you just did? You know what I mean? It's just the best feeling ever. Yeah.
I gotta go check it out, man, because I have no experience in it, but it sounds like it's something I might actually fall in love with. I heard it's expensive sport though, is it?
Man, I would say it's expensive-ish to start out. You know what I mean? Because you want to buy, you know, some clubs, but I would say just buy some stuff on eBay. You know what I mean? Buy like $100 set on eBay. I
actually found some shoes, some golfing shoes in Burlington, and they were like retail for $130, but they were for like $30.
Cop them.
And then I got
them. Go play in regular shoes.
I got them, and I got them. Actually, I got them, and the first person I thought was by Lewis. And I called him, and I was like, bro, I got some golfing shoes here. They're size 10 though, and I was like, but the $30 they go for like $130, $150 retail right now. He's like, oh yeah, take them. So I got it for him. And then today after my haircut, he was like, hey man, the shoes didn't fit that well. He's like, I'll just give them back to you. I was like, I'll just buy them back. Play. And then I'm just like, that could be my sign right there.
Bro, just play some regular shoes, bro. We ain't on tour. Bro.
Oh, so you don't need to wear those special shoes?
I mean, if you're looking for like max efficiency and like functionality and like performance, then I would say like, you want to get you some really nice golf shoes that are gonna last you.
Okay.
But if you're going out there to have a good time with your buddies, man, we ain't on
you
tour,
don't have,
bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you had to wear that or like the court or whatever the.
What I would say, bro, is just be a gentleman about it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna wear a polo, wear some shorts, and you know a decent pair of shoes.
Okay.
Like, don't be a jerk about it. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm just trying to drink out here. Like, don't show up just all with freaking tank white beater
and if you did, and if they let you, man, more power to you, bro. Do it. You know.
Are you gonna have a dress code for yours, or like the golf thing, or are you just gonna be like just show up and?
I ain't gonna have a dress code, but like I said, just act. You know, just be decent. You know what I mean? Don't be being a jerk. You know, as long as you acting right and you're having a good time, who am I to tell you you should be wearing a collared shirt? No, man, you're here to have a good time. Like, I want you to have a good time. This ain't a fashion show. You know what I mean?
No, I get you. But yeah, I'll check it out with you. When do you actually guys go during the week? Or I know Lewis goes play Sundays. I think Sundays.
So I know he's his schedule allows him to go like Sundays and Mondays.
Okay.
Whenever I go, it's usually like Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
Unless it's a special occasion, and I have a day off or something like that. Then I'll go during the week.
You have a membership at that place or
What place?
at the park, or you can just show up and just buy
Nah,
the.
you just show up. It's,
Nice.
It's by the round.
There was one place Lewis was talking about. I forgot what it was, but he had gotten some info about it, and he called, and they called him back, and it was like $60K a year.
Yeah, like country club type thing.
Bro, what?
Which is cool, bro. Hey, if you could do that,
I if you got the money for that, I
more
get
power
it.
to you, yeah.
But what do they offer?
Man, again,
I better come out with some.
It's like it's like everything else in life, bro. They're offering you an experience. And to some people, that experience is worth more than gold.
Yeah.
And to some people, it's like, why would I pay for that?
I guess just because I haven't experienced it or gotten any glimpse of experience, I can't see myself paying that amount of money.
Man, we should go play. I would tell you what, bro. Sometimes if you've never been golfing, it can be intimidating to go to a course. The reason being,
I'm not really about the intimidation. I'm just kind of more.
No. When I mean intimidated, I mean is because you may not want to slow the pace of play. There's gonna be people behind you all the time.
Okay.
It may take you 4 hours, 5 hours, and you're like, man, I don't know if I want to do it. Tell you what, bro, come to our spot.
Okay.
We'll get you an hour for free. Don't worry about it. And just
I'm gonna hold you to it.
yeah, for sure. Hit some golf balls, bro. Hit some golf balls and just see if you like it. If you like it, cool, man. I hope you continue on with the game. If you don't, then screw it. You got to.
It's gonna be a sport. I know I'm gonna have to end up playing or eventually.
I know you said. Hold on. Earlier we were texting and you said I'm getting forced into it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So. I just got a new position at work, and it's a sales job, and I'm gonna be out on the road a lot.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be golfing a lot.
And a lot of that times, it's gonna be lunches and nice dinners with them.
Entertaining.
But also a bunch of golfing, I'm pretty sure. And
you're gonna be a member at my place. Don't worry about it.
I can't show up with there and just totally suck or just. You know what? I feel like I at least had to keep up. I may not be the best, but at least I can keep up.
It would be awesome if you could, but trust me, and anybody who's ever been to a golf course will tell you this. Even if you suck, if you're taking people to go golf and you're paying for it, all you got to say is, man, y'all play, I'm going to drink. Y'all play, I'm going to drink. Y'all, we're all going to have a good time out here.
You probably only go for the cart girls.
Shit, nah, boy, that picture right there, I don't know if the camera can go, but if not, you're going to get me killed out here, boy.
No, I'm kidding. Do they have the cart girls out there? Or just is that the more the luxurious?
No, everywhere. I mean, any golf
I've seen a lot of TikToks ones, and I'm just like, this is like crazy stuff. I'm like, dang,
man, boys be thirsty.
I know, older man.
Yeah. But nah, it ain't older. Anybody can be thirsty. But nah, man, they're basically like beverage cart girls. Okay. So they go out there because obviously you can't just run to the clubhouse to go get a beer. Yeah. Or something to drink or something to eat. So they roll around in their cart and, hey, you want something to drink? You want something to eat? Stuff like that.
How are you with softball? You ever played?
Trash.
You ever played?
Man, I'll tell you what, bro.
Bro, sorry to cut you off, but this season that we just started, it's my first time ever in my life playing. You're
probably already better than me.
I don't know, man. I mean, I can hit a few balls now and catch for sure, but I'm telling you, like, I just saw and maybe it's part of the the entrepreneurship mind. We're like, fuck it, let's fucking do this, not even just to make money, but just to have fun. Let's try this. I remember I was looking online and I was like, man, I want to do something in the week or the weekend, like something over, where I don't have to organize myself, but it's out there. Yeah. Saw a softball league, adult league. It was like $300. Bro, I bought it. I didn't have nobody on my team. I bought it and I was like, all right, I'm gonna find people and I'm gonna make this happen. And I got my 12 players now. 12 players, and we're all set. But I'm gonna start. I want to start a fall one though. I had to register by the end of July. Would you be down to play?
Yeah, bro, I'm always down.
Okay,
let me know. Let me know what day.
I gotta show you our jersey. Our team is called Brew Belly Ballers.
If it don't look like a BMX jersey, I ain't playing. No, I'm just kidding.
It's actually kind of classy, a little too classy. It looks like they were like, bro, we look like we're a little what is it called, minor league?
Little league team.
Little league team. Like we want to go do drills or something.
Nah, man. This is how I know I bet you're better than me, bro. So this is going back to personality. So I tried out for my high school baseball team. So I tried out for my high school baseball team, right, as a senior. And after the tryout, the coach pulled me to the side and he was like, "Hey, bro, I wouldn't usually let you on the team, but we like you, bro."
You're a personality.
I was already the personality
You're
hire,
a personality hire.
Yeah, bro. So, hey, but sometimes
Hey, at least he, that's kind of fucked up. He told you though. He could have kept that to himself.
nah, he was real about it,
He
bro.
could at least made you feel like.
Hey, at least I knew I wasn't gonna be seeing that field, bro. I'm gonna be riding that pine pony all
It'll come game time. You keep your Crocs on. You didn't even bring your fucking gear or anything. You just bought your fucking mouth.
Pre-game speech lit, boy.
Coach is like, Jonathan, what the fuck are you talking? Hey, well, you were part of the momentum, though.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
Come on, guys. If Coach said we can do it, then we can.
They had us in the first half. Nah, but just, you know, being a positive person like that, sometimes it'll get you places.
That would have sucked the positivity out of me, bro.
What?
He said, hey, what did he say? He said,
"Hey, man, usually we wouldn't let you on the team. But
Hey,
we
Jonathan.
like you, bro."
Jonathan, usually we wouldn't let you on this team, but
I was like, hell yeah. Hey, the reason I was like, hell yeah, is because I got to leave class early, you know, during the week. And I was like, hey, you know what? If I get to skip class for any reason, it is what it is. I barely went to class as it was as a senior, so.
that's funny.
Hilarious, bro.
Is your coach still coaching there? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I think because I played soccer for Grand Prairie.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't even that good though. I was probably like you, but I think they needed an amount to fill the spots. So they were like, shit, well, we got no choice but to put him on the team.
Hey, we're too much alike, bro. We suck at sports.
Well, I'll tell you, I got to meet your dad because
Oh, it might be the
it's
same
a little
guy.
too coincident. Where are you from? What's your nationality?
I'm third generation Mexican American.
Okay.
So, you know,
But,
Mexican people.
straight to from Mexico, though.
Excuse me?
Just Mexican? There's no other.
Oh, yeah, nothing
Okay.
that I know of. Shit.
Yeah, I'm full Salvadorian.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. Would you ever, could you tell?
Nah, you look Mexican, bro.
I get that a lot. 'Cause I don't mind.
Is there like a distinction, like a unique distinction to where? Because I don't know. So if I were to see somebody who's just Salvadorian, instead of just saying, "Hey, you look Mexican,"
I feel like it's funny because I feel like before maybe times changed, like people's mate with, the other Mexicans or like they intertwine now. But I feel like before you could tell who was Salvadorian, like you just look at them, you could tell. Like I think it's like the eyes or their anger.
you get angry, bro.
No, I don't think I get. I mean, I do get angry, but it takes me a while to get angry.
Give me an angry face.
But but like the thing I don't like is when once I do get angry, I get really angry. So I try not to get angry. You looking at me like,
because that sounds funny. When I get mad, I get mad.
when I get mad, I get really mad.
So like, give me a situation where you got mad and it was like no turning back because bro's mad now.
I just fucking burst. I don't think I've gotten that mad specifically.
You get whenever you say something like that, it just makes me think of like little kids when they're like, "I'm not mad, I'm just frustrated." That's what I think of when you say something like that.
Okay, maybe let me take it back. So I feel like I get mad and I get really really mad, but I'm like I should just be able to let it go at a point. But I guess personally, I'm like I shouldn't really get that mad for this.
So then you get petty, I guess.
Oh, that's what it is.
So
I
you
get
get petty.
really petty.
That's wild.
Yeah, my girl. I be getting petty with my girl sometimes.
Man, but when you live with somebody, it's a I mean, you almost can't help it.
You almost need that a little bit though.
It happens.
You need a little feisty in there.
Yeah.
It's funny though. Honestly, we don't fight that. We don't argue that much. And if we do, it's like stuff like that. You know, I've had other past experiences where it's like crazy stuff, and I'm like, I think for a moment I was thinking that's normal. You need that, but no, man. I'm totally.
I mean, I would say if it's like a valid argument, like both of you have a different stance on a certain like topic or situation. Well, not topic, but situation.
No,
If you could come together, then I could see how like that would make you stronger. You know what I mean? Because now I know where you stand, you know where I stand, and this is where we stand now. You know what I mean? As a collective,
no, it was something like that. It was more of like, were you fucking him?
She was asking you that?
No, not my girl. Nah. I told you, not him. But no, it was just more crazy shit. But yeah, I remember. Yeah, I for a moment I thought I was just kind of like, because that once that ended, I was just like, I guess a girl really loves you when she's crazy, you know, like, and then
toxic. My boy
bro,
fell into it.
I was in the toxic phase, and I was just like, that's what I was craving or wanted. And then I met Ale, and I'm not gonna lie, she might hear this, but in the beginning, I was just like, I wish she's a little more crazy, or I wish she was more toxic, you know, just like do something. And I came to realize, like, bro, that's not healthy, you know, like. All, bro. And then after a couple months, I discovered what was peace, and now, bro, I'm totally at peace, bro. You know. Yeah. Look over here. She let me has 2 rooms out of the house, one for a podcast and one for my office. She's just chilling. She just supports me and everything, and I appreciate it, man. But yeah, all props to her.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy that
I appreciate it, man. We gotta have a good cookout here in the back. I didn't show them my patio, but my dad built a wood patio back there.
Oh, nice.
I had the flat screen. Oh shit. You were gonna be like, oh, he has a flat screen back there. It's welded in into the wall, so you can't
reinforced.
You can't steal it. But yeah, come Cowboy season. Well,
yeah. Let's pop up.
You watch football?
Boy. Delusional Cowboys fan.
Okay, you're one
of us.
It's
our year every year.
After the 49ers lost the playoff like 3 years ago, I just kind of lost hope.
Man,
like I might watch it and everything, but I'm just not.
I'm never gonna lose hope, bro.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me take it back. I don't think I've lost hope. It's more of like
you're prepared for it.
Yes, yeah. It's like having a girl who knows that cheats.
You know that cheats? Man, you been through some shit, boy. That's why you love the Cowboys, right?
Hey, well, you know.
Nah, but man, again, though, going back to it, man, I'm really happy for you. I hope anything it is that you want, I hope it comes true. I hope it comes true soon, man. I hope if there's anything I can do to help with, you know, you getting to wherever it is you want to be.
Yeah.
I hope you'll reach out, and I hope I could do something for you.
Likewise,
I hope we can work together.
You know what I mean? We will, brother.
Yeah.
After this, I'm over here like, bro, I've been missing out on your mind, man. We got the same kind of mindset over here. Probably got the same dad. I don't know. I'm just saying. It's a little too coincident, but it's been good, brother.
Yeah, man,
I appreciate you coming out, man, and I'll definitely have you on again. We might have another guest here, too, next time with you.
Yeah.
But again...
Man, we got to do like a little mastermind, man. We got to do 4 people that think.
Wait, we got 4 mics, brother. Yeah. 4 mics. I get the 4 cameras up. So we'll be good.
For sure, we got to set something up.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
we're all good.
Thank you.